Hey everybody, this is episode 1 of How Not to Souls. This is going to be a video series of builds that I enjoy that I think are at least worthwhile to be playing. Some of them may be OP, some may be not so OP, but they're all good in their own way, in my perspective at least. But first we're going to start off with our Paladin, or a Strength Faith build I went for. And this build can also be turned around for a Dex build, just allocate accordingly your stats. So what I got working with is 35 Vigor for a medium health pool. A little squishy, but not too bad. 20 attunement to hold up to 3 spells. I have a ring for an extra spell slot. 35 endurance, because we need endurance for fighting. We're fighting people with a heavy weapon. Vitality is 14. I think that was flat. Whatever the flat vitality was. I think it was 9. I put on the prisoner's chain. That gives me the bonus, the vigor, endurance, vitality. So we'll take a look at those rings in a minute. Strength 38, which -4 for a 120 build, because those were the last things I put in. I would say 34 strength rocks pretty hard. She kicks ass. 16 dex to meet requirements for certain weapons, and you could turn those around, having a high dex build and having strength just to meet requirements for certain weapons. I think it would work in both instances, or in that instance as well. Intelligence I left alone. Faith at 50, maybe expanded upon New Game Plus. We'll see. I really don't know what I want to do with that yet. And then luck is base luck. For our loadout, we have a heavy Lothric greatsword +10, so you can infuse it with magic or resins, and that has a better scaling with the physical infusion versus the magic infusion, because you can't buff those, so you're going to get a higher damage output. Sunlight straight sword for buffs. Our chime +10. I think any chime that's just as a high intel or high faith would be good for this build, or high faith yield. But anyway, we have the dancers set, because she looks real paladin-y. Hold on. Oh, we took off her helmet. Look how pretty she is. But it's a pretty good looking set for what we're doing. We have the Prisoner's Chain, Clanth Ring +3, Saint's Ring, and Ring of Favor +3. I like to have the combination, because since the heavy weapons I'm carrying and the heavy armor, well, the armor isn't necessarily heavy, but it'll weigh you down. So Ring of Favor +3, or you can put in Havel's Ring just so you can decrease your equip load, or increase your equip load for that matter, so you can carry more stuff. My Saint's Ring gives me that additional 2 spell attunement slot. Calanthony Ring gives us better stamina recovery. And this is giving us our extra stats and vigor, endurance, and vitality, which I think are good. And I think the damage negation, or the extra damage is worth it for the extra vigor. I think it just balances out. So having the extra endurance and vitality are huge. And just random slot items if you want. I got the shiv. I also like knives, kukris, and whatnot. Lightning arrows and stuff for stamina recovery and blah blah blah. Blah blah and blah. For our miracles, for our buffs, we got deep protection. Lightning blade, dark blade, and lightning arrow. Just have a random projectile in there. Switch it out. You can get Great Lightning Arrow or something, or Lightning Spear, Great Lightning Spear, or Sunlight Spear, whatever you want. I like to have the projectile. You don't have to have the projectile. Like I said, this is just kind of like a template for it. This is what I enjoyed. Change it up as you wish. And yeah, I feel that this build is great for PvE and PvP. I'm not the greatest at PvP, but I've won a couple battles with it. I've defended well during invasions. And that's where my strength then lies in PvP. When people come in, I'm good at least defending my stance. If I go in all guns a-blazing, I'm not that great at PvP. but from a defensive stance, I'm better. So yeah, the Paladin build. Little footage to show you what she's worth her weight in, through with some PvP, some bosses, and that'll be it. So enjoy the footage, and I'll see you later.